Columbus is participating in the Renewables Accelerator because one of our other goals is to increase the renewables that are in our energy mix. An important part of that is really creating a portfolio of renewables so that there are on-site renewable installations, that there are off-site renewable projects that we work on, and we need the assistance to figure out how best to do that work.
Part of our drive to get to 2050 is a recognition that we have a lot of emissions primarily from buildings. That's about 70% of the emissions in Boston. And so we're going to have to make our buildings cleaner, and that's going to require a number of things, one of which is moving everybody to more electricity and away from fossil fuels. But that only really helps us if we actually make the grid cleaner.
Richmond is participating in the Renewables Accelerator so that we can essentially get a head start on the actions and strategies related to renewable energy and how those connect to our overall goal of our 80% reduction by 2050. One of the biggest challenges Richmond's facing for our community is poverty. Equity is a big issue in our community. So we're really working hard to, as we think about renewable energy strategies and how that meets our overall emissions reduction goal, how to do that in a way that is centered in equity and that we really are being intentional about taking equity into consideration.
I think the biggest light bulb moment for us was really understanding that there is a portfolio of options that are available to us, and that Columbus and Ohio and the Ohio cities are all in this together. So our partner cities in Cincinnati and Cleveland are working toward the same things, that we can work together to support each other in the peer-to-peer networking so that we can learn from each other's experiences.
Pittsburgh's here to participate in the Renewable Accelerator in order to learn how we reach our goals. We set ambitious goals for 2030, and we know that we're not going to be able to reach those overall emissions reductions without more integration of renewable electricity. One of the biggest reasons that Pittsburgh is in is that we recognize we had a big contribution to climate change and part of the problem. We were a heavily industrialized city. Everyone likes to refer to it as hell with the lid off. We had our streetlights on all day because the skies were so dark with the carbon emissions and the air quality because of the steel mills. And now that we are reinventing ourselves, we realize that we caused part of the problem. We really need to be part of the solution.
It's just great to work with a lot of people who are very passionate about these issues and are focused on trying to find solutions that can make Boston a sustainable, resilient, better city.